Hi there, this is Corrie. Today I'm going to show you how I made these Get Well Soon cards. I used cardstock, Cricut Vinyl and the Cricut Pen. Okay, so here we are in Cricut Design Space. These are the two designs I've been working on. And I'm just going to show you how I started. I'm using a ready-made card that is 5 inches by 7. So I'm going to use this black as my this black square as my base, and I've unlocked the square at the top there and changed the shape to 5 inches by 7. So I can now create this pink area. I'm going to use the offset. If you go this way, you create a shape outside. If you go the other way, you create the offset inside. So doing that and changing that one to pink. Doing the offset again, inside, apply, and this is going to be the white area. Now I'm going to get rid of the base because it was just being used as a guide. Now, when I created these designs, the next thing I did was to go in and search for Band-Aid. And I used two designs. There's two on the right there. I kind of like the shape of one, but the design of the other. So I kind of did a mishmash of the two together. So what I'm going to do now, just ungroup this and I can show you how I created the rest of the card. Here is the Band-Aid. To create the area around, I clicked on it and went to offset again, used offset a lot here. Did a shape, just a little one around it. Click apply, take the Band-Aid away. Now we've got this black shape, and what I did was I duplicated it, so I had 5 of them. Okay, as you can see, they're a bit higgle-piggle, so to sort them out, you need to distribute them vertically so they are the same space apart. And then I want to put them onto this white. Oh, now one of them's disappeared behind, but it's fine. We've got the white highlighted, so we click Arrange and Send to Back, and then we can see all of the black shapes. Then we click Align, and we center them horizontally, and that should be them in the center now with equal distance apart. Now I want these to be drawn with the pen, so I'm changing them from basic cut to pen. So highlight, go up to operation, change it to pen. Just going to do that with all of them now. Okay, I'm not really happy with where I've positioned them. I kind of want them more towards the top, so I'll just highlight again and make sure I've got them in the center. Sorry, there we go. Right, okay, happy with that now. Right, now we're going to do the text. So click into text and type Get Well Soon, or Healing Wishes, or something, whatever you feel like. We're just going to use Get Well Soon as an example. Now, with the first card that I made, I used typewriter font. That's this one here. And when you use the pen, there are certain fonts that work and others that come out just as an outline. For the second one that I made, I went into Cricut, click Filter, and there's an area here for writing fonts. And I used this Alyssa stencil for the second card that I made. It's a really lovely font. Okay, so then it's still showing as a basic cut, so change it to the pen. As you can see, it's an outline again. So how do I change that? I need to go into Style and change it under Writing, and then it becomes just, it looks like handwriting essentially. Oops, sorry, gone too far. Now, I want to tell the machine that I want all of those things, the shapes and the get well soon, drawn on the white. So I highlight it and then I go to attach. So it's going to sit on this pink, like that. Okay, next we take the Band-Aid and we duplicate it. So I've got 5 again. And then I just want to change the colours. Now when you're placing them on this card here, it doesn't really matter if they're not exactly centered. This is just a guide for you to see what it's going to look like when you've made it. We're actually going to cut these from vinyl and then place them by hand. Okay. For the heart, there's a couple of options. You can go into images and type in heart. I can't click today for some reason. Don't know what's wrong with me. So there's lots of options in here. That one's lovely. Or you can go into shapes and there's also a heart sitting there as well that you could use. Right, so I think we're ready. So we're going to click Make It. And these are my 2 cards. The first mat that comes up will be the one with the pen. We're going to use cardstock, and as you can see, it comes up and it asks you to load the pen in Clampay. The next ones are going to be cut on vinyl, just regular vinyl, all the way down, all the different colours as you can see. And then the last one is cardstock again. Again, it just asks for the fine point blade. I would use a green mat for the card, just like here. I'm just showing you here what it looks like when the Cricut is drawing, or writing, I guess. It kind of writes in a strange way. You look and you think that something is wrong, but it's totally fine. You'll see in just a minute that it comes out beautifully. There we are. And then it just goes back, has a little think about it, and then it cuts. There we go. Okay, so here we are with all of the pieces cut out and ready to be assembled. This is my blank card. And I'm just going to put the white area and the pink area together, like pretty much like that. These are my Band-Aids, which I'll do next. But first of all, I'm going to start off by turning this card over. It's textured, the pink that I've used. And I'm going to use this double-sided foam tape just to give a little bit of depth on the card. Go. Next, I'm using thin double-sided tape to attach the white part to the pink. There we go. And here I am, I'm trying a little hack out here. This is painter's tape or masking tape. I'm taping the Band-Aid down, and then to try and cut down on weeding all those little dots, I'm using the masking tape to try and pull them up first. It kind of works and it doesn't. Some colours seemed to work better than others, but it definitely saved some time, so it's worth trying that out. There we are, all done. Right, now we're going to attach the Band-Aids to the card. And I'm going to use Cricut transfer tape, and it's some transfer tape that I have used already for another project, so it's not mega sticky. The reason I'm using it is because when you're putting vinyl onto card, if you use a transfer tape that is really sticky, it may rip the card when you pull it away. So I'll just show you what I mean here. Doesn't need a great deal of rubbing to make it attach these two together. As you can see, it's coming up nicely. And then I'm just going to put it in position. Can you hear me holding my breath? And there we go. Okay, so I've just sped things up a little bit here. The texture of the vinyl is actually, it weirdly looks a bit like a Band-Aid, which is quite nice. There we are, all done. Isn't that lovely? Next I'm going to attach these little hearts. Initially I put one on the first card that I made, and then my daughter said, "No mummy, they all need a heart." So we ended up with the second design with 5 hearts on, and I'll be honest, I think it looks even cuter. It was a great idea. There we go. There's the finished card. I hope you enjoy the tutorial. Please subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye now.